This exhibition represents the collages and mailings of Ray Johnson, an artist who's a hero and celebrity to a group of practitioners who operated entirely outside the mainstream, who operated through the postal network to make art that circumvented the gallery system. Johnson went to Black Mountain College, a liberal art school in the late 40s, and was affected by Cage and Rauschenberg and Albers there. He came to New York in the 50s, befriended Andy Warhol, worked as a commercial designer, and started to mail out pieces of his collages to friends from that period. By the middle 60s, he decided to participate in gallery exhibitions and did so for 10 years, making collages, formal collages for galleries. But his heart, I think, was always in the individual and the personal communication through the post to named recipients. This exhibition represents all the bodies of his work, both the exhibition collages he made and later the work that he made entirely personally in a studio in Long Island, from which he also mailed to a global network of mail artists. Johnson was a collage artist, and he used mailings to refine that form. These mailings were sent in the late 50s and early 60s to his great friend Bill Wilson. Simultaneously to the early mailings, Johnson also developed more formal collages. These he described as moticos, a word he invented. They were constructed using cardboard pulled out of shirts at the laundry, but they filtered the notion of glamour and celebrity of the mass media age. This room presents the culmination of Johnson's achievements within the commercial gallery sphere. In the middle 70s, he made a number of shows. They were very morbid in a camp sort of way. They have a darkness, and there's a layering in the collages which is a precedent to the work that came later, the private work. In 1968, Johnson retreated to Long Island from Manhattan and remained there for the rest of his life. He worked out of his house very privately on a series of collages which he constantly reworked. They were never fixed, and they were found in his house after his death. At the same time, he produced an enormous quantity of mailings, mostly using photocopying and offset printing to distribute to an enormous mailing list. By that time, the mail art network was global and was a powerful communitarian field. Johnson felt marginal to that, preferring always to consider himself a collage artist.